Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. Today, I want to talk about the Kenyans Gen Z revolution, which has actually hit the news for now around a month and some weeks. And the Gen Zs who have been championing their right of picketing and who have been the greatest critic of President William Samoei Arap Ruto government, the way governance is being taken. So that is actually what I want us to have a candid discussion, because we must know what is the cause of the Gen Zs in the Republic of Kenya and what is common about the Gen Zs and how unique is it. But before we dive in to this discussion, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video thumbs up, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly, because you give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because that is the only way you give YouTube a leeway so that it can notify you whenever we come up with any political content. Now, let us go back to the discussion of the day about what you must know about Kenyans Gen Zs. The Gen Zs in the Republic of Kenya have actually shocked the entire Africa nation, because they are championing what we call good governance. And most of the Gen Zs in other African countries, they are actually copying from what is happening in the Republic of Kenya. The way the Gen Zs are the major critic of the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto. There are various things that you must know and understand about the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs in the Republic of Kenya, as they say, they are tribalist, they are leaderless, and that's why they are actually doing what they're doing. That characteristic that they are leaderless is actually making them to continue doing what they are doing, because there is no person who the government will take into account about what is happening. Because as you know, whenever we have demonstrations happening across the world, you will find that those demonstrations, they must have a leader, a person who actually takes them forward, a person who directs them. But the Gen Zs have said that they don't have a leader. And they have said that if they have a leader, that means it will be easy for the government of the day to defeat their movement. And that is why they have said they don't want to have a leader. And because of that, the government doesn't know who to arrest, whenever something bad happens, because they are leaderless, they are formless. And also the Gen Zs have said that they are tribalist. I think also that was a very good scheming way, so that they were to attract youths in the entire nation. And actually that's what has happened. So that is also what you must know about the Kenyan Gen Z, because they said they are tribalist. They were able to attract all the youths in the Republic of Kenya, even in those parts where youths don't like protesting. But today, youths are protesting from those areas like central Kenya, like the Gusii Nation, where people never liked protesting. But because the Gen Zs came up with this slogan that they are tribalist, that means any youth at any corner of the country can be able to identify with them. And because of that, actually they have become successful to champion their agenda to the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto. Another thing you must know about the Kenyan Gen Z, when they started by actually telling Parliament that it must drop the finance bill in its entirety. But Parliament went ahead and it passed that finance bill 2024. And this actually anchored the Gen Zs, and they were now forced to come to the streets. And actually, 2024 finance bill was like a trigger, which actually made them to be triggered to come to the streets. Many people say that the finance bill was not really the cause. It was just a trigger of everything. Because people say that most of the Gen Zs are unemployed. Most of the Gen Zs have actually felt the wrath of this economical hardship. And then you will also find that some of the Gen Zs are drug addicts. And that bracket, you will find that most of them, they have lost hope because of the high cost of living. And they have also seen how their parents are working hard so that at least they can meet their daily bread. And because of the high cost of living, that was the main cause, and the lack of employment. That was the main cause that brought the Gen Zs to the streets. And then other things followed, because after coming to the streets, they also said that because of poor governance in the Republic of Kenya, that is why the cost of living is skyrocketing. That is why there is a lack of jobs, because money is put into people's pocket. And they said that enough is enough. We must say Ruto must go. So Ruto must go started because they believed that President William Samoei Arap Ruto does not govern the country the way it is supposed to be governed. Another thing which came up is about corruption. After the drop of finance bill, this said that the country could not have enough. But the people were asking how much money always goes to corruption. And the Gen Zs were saying that in this republic, we don't have stupid people. We can see that a lot of public money are actually being stolen. And because of corruption, that is why we are lacking. And they said that if corruption could be stopped, then there will be enough money to employ the youth. There will be enough resources even to pay the Kenyan debt. So the Gen Z actually told to the face of William Samoei Arap Ruto that you must stop corruption. And that is why the Gen Z called for the dissolution of the executive. They say now you need to dissolve the executive because most of people, they are not actually working for us. They are there for their stomachs. They are there to fill their greediness. And there is also this tradition which was on the rise in the Republic of Kenya. You will find that if somebody is actually put to be the CS, the cabinet secretary, within a short time, that person is actually driving a machine which is quite expensive. That person is wearing even shoe which is worth 300,000. That person, you will find that is wearing the watch which is costing to near 1 million. And because of the opulence of those who have been elected and those who have been appointed to be in office, the people of Kenya are languishing in poverty. This actually made people to be so much furious that these people are showing their opulence to the people who are down in the drains, very poor people. A person is wearing a watch which is nearly worth 1 million, but we have people who cannot afford even a meal per day. So this actually made the Gen Zs to be more furious with the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto. And they said, Mr. President, you must dissolve your cabinet so that you can give us people who can serve us, people who respect us. And then William Samoei Ruto went ahead and he dissolved the cabinet. So currently, William Samoei Ruto is trying to bring back his cabinet. He has already announced 11 CS, which actually awaits the approval of Parliament. But the Gen Zs are quite bitter because the people who William Samoei Ruto has brought back are the same people. Kindiki is back in the interior as the interior CS. Kithure Kindiki is back. We also have others who are back or who have actually been changed from one ministry to the other. But the Gen Zs wanted to see people who are competent and different people than those who have been working. And the Gen Zs have given an example that they want somebody who works with like Fred Okengo Matiang'i. This is the super CS during the time of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And the Gen Zs are praising that CS so much because that CS was able to seal all loopholes of stealing exam during the time when he was in the Ministry of Education. He made education to be of high quality. He made the system to be relevant to the time. And also when he was in the interior, he made things to work. So the Gen Z want President William Samoei Ruto to come up with those kind of people. And they never even wanted that William Samoei Ruto was actually going to form the so-called broad government, or by including the minority side, or including what we call the opposition side, by bringing in Raila Amolo Odinga, who is perceived to be the leader of opposition in the Republic of Kenya. So Gen Z don't want that. Gen Z wanted William Samoei Ruto to stand like a man and bring in men who are capable, who have the capacity to make good of their different ministries, to work, to serve the people of this republic. That is what the Gen Zs wanted. There is also another thing which has actually tainted the Gen Zs in the Republic of Kenya, because the Gen Zs, as it is currently, they have been invaded by goons, and those goons have actually soiled the name Gen Zs, because now people feel that the Gen Zs have come in to destroy and not to protest. And that is why this Sunday, William Samoei Ruto came out and actually he said that enough is enough. He is not going to allow people to vandalize people's property or properties. And he said that he has called the Gen Zs so that they can have a talk, and they have refused. He has gone to the platform of X, and most of them, they ran away. And he has said that things are not going to be the same again. That means President William Samoei Ruto is not going to allow the Gen Zs to be on the streets, because he feels that whenever they are on the streets, you will find that people destroys other people's property, and you will find that businesses actually they are closed, and that means our economy is actually always being affected so much. My fellow listeners, that is actually what you need to know about the Kenyan Gen Zs. When they started their demonstrations, they were quite peaceful, and everybody showered them with praise that Kenya have come to an age where they know what to do. People say we are going to protest. They will go, they will protest until the time which the constitution agreed to, and they will go home. They have passed the message. But now the demonstrations have changed, and that's why I have said that the name Gen Zs is being soiled up. And also we have people who are saying that because Gen Zs are doing this now and again, now and again, now and again, it is losing its purpose. They should have reached to a point, they stop, they give the government of the day time so that they can see what is the government going to do. Will it actually serve them the way they have said? Will the government now become a bit serious? And then After probably a year or after 6 months, they will evaluate. And if they find that the government has done nothing, then they will come to the streets. So what do you know which is unique about the Kenyan Gen Zs? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I kindly request you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because that's the only way you give YouTube permission so that it can notify you whenever we come up with any political content. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I will never become tired to say thank you so much, because you always give us inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you, and may God bless you all abundantly. Goodbye.